Stuck in my throat. How y'all doing? Hello, everyone. It's Elaine. And I want to say hi, and I'm right here. I sent the cards so y'all can see them. And this is your reading, Aquarius. This is for the 25th to the 30th. This is basically for you. And I want y'all to push the dial if you can, because I'm working hard to do these cards. As you can see, my hand's messed up, but I'm still going to do it. And let me tell y'all something. This reading is what the angels and the spirits want to say to you about those days that's going to be of importance to you. And don't shoot the messenger. I only go by what the cards tell me, and it ain't for everybody. So don't go, oh, she said, no. It's different Aquarius. It's out in the world. It's all of y'all. You have to get a personal reading for that. But I'm going to give you the sums of how I feel about it, what's going on, and what I see. Okay? So let's get started. We had the card come up, conflict and fear, Aquarius. Really, conflict and defeat. You feel like you're defeated in something. The number 5 is a synthesis to this. It says mental card represents significant learning and change in how you handle yourself at the time. It is vital to your overall well-being. This card relates to the lack of sensitivity in taking action or in response to conditions or other situations around you. This needs to be for this could be related to you or someone else in your life, even though a battle can be won. It's important to evaluate the cost and the pain for both parties. Sometimes it's best to surrender and walk away. If no answer or victory can be achieved, don't assign blame because deception, deceitful, or some set of out of revenge for this, and the results, negative energy becomes part of you. You hear that, Aquarius? So you are being tested on how to handle things right now. So be gentle and take your time, and one day at a time. Remember, everything in your life is an opportunity to learn and grow, so you can prosper in these streets. Because I'm telling you something, it's hard out in these streets, Aquarius. And I think y'all figured that out by now, haven't you? But the thing is, we don't figure out how to handle our temper. And so we get into stuff that we should not get into, because you got to understand, these people out here in this world, they're not thinking on the same wavelength with you. You might be thinking of good intentions, but they're taking it in a different whole different level than you. So you're going to have to be the bigger person. And sometimes it's hard to be the bigger person, because I know sometimes you got to walk and shut your mouth. And I'm an Aries, and it's even hard for me. So I imagine with y'all don't like conflict at all, in which I know that. Y'all try to steer away from that. In the cards that I had pulled for you, the next one was this one. To clarify, it says it's going to be some arguments, some quarrels, uncertain, and this is the 7 of Swords, by the way. It says it's going to be some arguments, quarrels, uncertain counsel or advice, circumspect slander, babbling, wisdom is unheeded. In other words, somebody's going to be slandering your name, because this card is upside down and they're going to be talking trash. But Aquarius, you're going to have to be the bigger person, because what you usually are, y'all don't go with just what's on whim like some other signs do. Y'all think before you act. And sometimes you can block a person out, because I've seen it, what Aquariuses can do. Okay, and the next card is 9 of Wands. But it was upside down. Disregard interruptions, unexpected change, quarrels, breakups, or personal relationships, rupture, discontent. In other words, Aquarius, it could be some breakups, some personalities changes, unexpected change, quarrels about a little bitty of nothing. And to me, it's just wasting your time. I think arguments is a waste of my time. The next card that we see that came up it says temptation. Okay, you see this card? I'm going to put it down for a minute. Okay. This says, through this card, addictions and selfish limits behavior are being addressed. At this time when you or someone else in your life may be placing too much emphasis on material, physical world or its pleasures. In other words, there's somebody out there, the Aquarius, that love that money and playing too much of that, and the temptation is getting to you. Even though we're born connected to divine source, we have tendency to pull away from what was once natural. In other words, was a natural way of making money, natural way of everything. We want it the easy way sometimes. When we become disconnected from spirit, the source that once nourished us is often replaced with a different supply or substitute. In other words, the connection is with food, alcohol, nicotine, codependency, like you codependent on it, to someone or even work. Hence, the term workaholic, many of us spend our lives trying to fill the void that was created when the link to the divine was broken. The temptation card is calling you to take a hard look at your life and ask yourself, Aquarius, you need to ask yourself this: where in my life am I suffering from addiction behavior? Is there negative thinking or behavior that causes the life force to seep out of my soul, or the people and relationships in my life giving me energy, or are they draining it? Learn to embrace your fears and all of your doubts, so every situation in your life becomes a learning experience. Gaining the knowledge that the physical world teaches you will help you with the higher spiritual awareness. In other words, you need to stop thinking about all what you got. Because I'm going to tell you something, Aquarius. Sometimes it gets tempting. Everybody wants a lot of things. And everybody says, "Ooh, I should get everything I want." But you first of all got to remember, what have you done to be rich? What have you done to be highly successful? What have you done to get anywhere? The problem with us, sometimes we get lazy and we thinking that it's going to come to the door, but it's not. It's not going nowhere unless you reach out. Reach out and touch. That's the song I'm in. Somebody's hand. There's a better place if you can. I don't know why that song came to me, but it did. Okay, the 7 of coins is the 7 of cups. Fantasy, unrealistic attitudes, imagination, daydream, which I told you could daydream. Foolish whims, wishful thinking. A person with impression, appearance, but no substance. In other words, it's empty in the middle. Okay? They want everything in a dream to be floating around them. It's like you got all this stuff. Oh, it's going to get good for me. You got to understand, Aquarius. There's nothing that you should be wanting, but you got to come out of your comfort zone. The problem is with Aquarius is they go into they hiding place and not too many people can get in. And I do know that with that daydream, you can block somebody out when you watching TV or just doing anything. You know how to do it because you mastered it. You do it in your sleep. You do it in when you're even watching TV. I've seen it myself, so I'm not telling you nothing I ain't seen. Okay, the next card was, here we go. We're going to get good and juicy. Aquarius, choose wisely. This is a card that you should really think about. You need to make your choices wisely. And it also, this card comes forth when you have a vision or a goal that you want to achieve, but too many choices, scatter energies, and unrealistic expectation prevent you from attending what you desire. In other words, you daydreaming too much, Aquarius. You need to come out of that daydreaming stuff so you can get what you desire. You got to pick a direction, and you got to pick one. You can't go here and go there. They call that ADHD, what I get. But then it says scattered energy and unrealistic expectations prevent you from attending what you desire. Opportunities are fruitful. There are decisions to be made at this time. This card reminds you that the option now around you may appear to have all the influence and power that you need, but in reality, you in control and responsible for all the choices you made. Take time to think and analyze carefully and look at different possibilities, Aquarius, that are in front of you. Don't be hasty just because you feel pressure, and don't be influenced by people who have no idea or expectation or education in your area of choices. A focused, wise decision outweighs one mate and mostly are in desperation. Remember, you can be desperate and go choose the wrong corner, basically. You know, sometimes we got to make good choices, and we do not. I don't think it's really to us. We pick the first choices in front of us, and I've done it. But the thing is, we didn't think about it. We just done it, you know. And sometimes you got to go ahead and do, Aquarius, what you got to do instead of daydreaming. Because a lot of problems is you daydream too much. You live in a fantasy, and that's just the way what it is. You heard it in the card. You didn't hear it from me. Angels is even telling you. Okay, this is the Chariot, but it was upside down. It says failure to defeat, sudden collapse of plans, overwhelmed, failure to face reality, time to rest, unexpected loss. You have to face reality that the world you live in, to face reality, Aquarius, the world you live in has difficulties. It's difficulties. The next card we're going to get, which is the emotional withdrawal card you got. This card represents moving away or withdrawing from a current situation in your life, whether it's an old love, a relationship, or leaving behind what was once familiar in search of a new horizon or beginning. On a physical level, it's easy to get caught up in the materialistic world, but it's just as important to retreat from outside world to enable you to pause. In other words, you need to pause, Aquarius, for a minute. You need to pause. That's what his angel said. Reflect and heal. Schedule some of our alone time so you can consume with your soul and give the power of spirit the opportunity to restore your energy level, giving you a visual to move forward in a positive direction. The number 8 the number 8 for this card is you need to look up your numbers. They're pretty good. It says it represents passion, control, and power. This is your time. Use this opportunity to tap into your heart and soul in order to find the courage and strength to continue your journey into that wonderful undiscovered territories. In other words, if you don't reach out and touch somebody's hand and make this world a better place if you can. I don't know why that came to me, but it did. It said reach out and touch. But anyway, I don't mean to get off the reading. I mean, we just have to get ourselves into a different, how could you say, a different space than what we are. Because sometimes we need to go and think what you're going to do next instead of saying what you're going to do next. Because sometimes when we do, we just say the wrong thing, Aquarius, you know. So we have to think before we speak. I learned that the hard way. Okay. Under that card was, it says the cup, 10 of cups. Loss of friendship, unexpected happiness, family quarrels, pettiness, rage, comeback, strife, opportunity, difficulties of opinion. In other words, you have a different opinion to what your love have or anybody in your family. You're going to have some quarrels and pettiness. And sometimes it's petty to be mad. You should spend more time on something that's worthwhile, because being mad all the time ain't going to do nothing. Just going to keep you trapped. Harmony. This is the card that came up next. This is the possibilities that a deep spiritual intuition, partnership, or union is taking place at this time. It's manufacturing for your future. It doesn't always necessarily represent love, affair, or heart, but it could signify other forms of relationships in your life, whether they're personal or business related. Remember, not all partnerships to be one or two. They can be forced with a group or organization or pet, or even an instant or situation. Harmony card is calling you to let you know that it's time for you to make choices in certain relationships. The bonds you form with others are really about you. Remember that. Okay, then we have the 4 of Wands. Romance, harmony, newly acquaintances, square, peace, rest, and you need to rest and conquer and and refuge to get what you want, the fruits of your labor. So you're going to get romance. It's just that you got to take your time and stuff, because sometimes we just get in a freaking hurry about things, and we just can't slow our minds long enough to do what the things that we know we should do, but sometimes we just can't do it. It just, you try and you try and you try, and sometimes you don't got the patience to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way I see it. We don't have patience. Okay, the next card was the patient card. Look at that. It says, this card signifies the need for patience, self-control, adjustment, moderation, and balance when you're dealing with others, as well as yourself. This could be in the areas of how you think and work, and how you handle school, recreation, the people in your life, or your spiritual path that sets you before you. You got to have patience for the things that you want, because we're all in a hurry. And it says, as your soul, you have more than one aspect of yourself to draw on your support. It's all about learning to blend and balance both physical and the spiritual. You're being in the physical body, enjoying human experience. Therefore, since you're both, you should honor all of you. If you go through life denying yourself the joy of combination of these aspects, you're missing out on much of what the world has to offer. Why accept life that's half lived? In other words, you're not living. You're just taking what you got. And we need to really start thinking what we're doing, Aquarius. Sometimes we put ourselves in the space that we get in. And, we can get out of it, but sometimes we get caught in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I call it like one of them hurricanes. You're trying to run from it, but you're still in it. That's what it is. Okay. The next card we got over here is, did I do the Knights and Cups? Okay. This is what it said. The Knight of Cups was an invitation or opportunity may soon arrive, approach, advance, attractment, induce, appeal, request, challenge, and propose position. In other words, something good is going to come to you, Aquarius, that you're wanting. You just have to be a little patient. That's what our problems is. We don't have none. Then it says we're trapped in fear. This card reveals that it's actually your own fear that has you immobilized and trapped, preventing you from making decisions or choices. You are the one who holding yourself prisoner or hostage. And in order to continue your journey, you must, Aquarius, you must face your fears so that new people and connections can manifest. Many individuals choose to this place because they can't see the road ahead. They feel a misguided sense of safety. They're afraid of starting something new, but so staying will only add to your levels of stress and anxiety and create adverse effects in your physical body. Seek out wise counsel for existence. You don't have to do this alone, Aquarius. You don't have to be trapped in your own fears, and you're scared of people, or you're scared to get outside. You got to come out of that. Like you got the Knight of Swords, bravery, the strength and dash of a young man, heroic actions, rush into the unknown without fear, and master the art of action and warfare. You see that? You're going to have to master your fears, and you can't be sitting in there, oh, I got it, because you don't got it, really, because the angel's saying you're still entrapped in fear and you're not coming out of that. And you need to come out of that, because we get trapped in there, and sometimes we do. We just get trapped in there. And hey, everybody get trapped sometime, but don't mean you got to stay trapped. Don't mean you got to stay trapped. Remember that. This card was first. It was deception and envy. Be forewarned is to be forearmed. This card comes at a time when an individual or its condition aren't what they appear to be. How well do you really know the people around you? Or are they telling you everything you need to know? in business, and make sure you gather all necessary information so that you are aware and understand all the facts. Okay. Then the next card that came after that was this. It was the Three of Wands, and it says practical knowledge, business, strength, empire, trade, undertaking imports and export in business. Now, some people might be in sport in some kind of business, and they're trying to make a stable home, stable place. Okay. The next card is upside down is the Five of Swords. It's uncertainty, outlook, chance of loss or defeat, weakness, possible misfortune, befalling a friend, seductive burial. In other words, you made your own burial, Aquarius, if you don't come out of that trapped in fear and sitting back thinking that life is just going to stop. This life going to go whether you're in it or whether you're not. And we all have to return. So why do we have to do things the hard way all the time? Okay, and the angels wanted to tell you was get more information. You need to get more information, whatever you're finna sign or whatever you're finna do, Aquarius. Between these days, think real long and hard before you just do hasty things. Have a little patience. Okay, then the angel says trust. Trust your instincts and trust you. And trust the man upstairs that have that he gives you the right answer to your life. He's number one. Then your family, then you're number 3, but God's always first. He solves all problems. You just got to trust that he will solve this. You have to believe, and you can't expect almost see it. No, you don't see it when you want to see it. He going to do what is best for you. That's all I got to say, Aquarius, and I hope y'all have a good time. And that was for the 25th to the 30th of June of 2020. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, it's not for everybody, so don't kick the message. Push that down if you like seeing me again, because I'm going to keep coming with different things. That's just me. And God bless everyone. Bye-bye, my Aquariuses.
Hey, y'all, I just want to go outside and play the rain. I don't want to play the rain. I just want to go outside and play the rain. How y'all doing today? Me okay? I see the lady walking down the street. She blew out down there with me, and I started laughing. It was funny. She threw it at me. I said, what you throw what right for? Because I didn't see you. It looks kind of strange. I thought you look strange.